Hi guys, I'm back, but as you see in Jacuzzi store, since I don't have a fight, now I'm selling jacuzzis. I'm a jacuzzi salesman. I have a special offer for Peter Yan. I want you to recover, so I will send you this jacuzzi for free. This way, we will have our trilogy fight soon as possible. I know you like to be relaxed, but I like to be busy. So I want my belt back because this job sucks. So take this jacuzzi, invite your boys, invite your ladies, and if you Peterian and live in Thailand, invite your lady boys. Let's go.
Mohammed Usman's UFC journey ended unexpectedly, despite compiling a solid 4-2 record inside the octagon. His rise began impressively when he demolished Zach Pauga to claim the Ultimate Fighter 30 crown in August 2022, immediately establishing himself as a heavyweight prospect worth watching. Victories over Jake Collier and Junior Tafa further cemented his reputation as an emerging force in the division's future landscape. Following an undefeated 3-0 beginning, Usman encountered his first professional adversity with consecutive defeats to former LFA champion Thomas Peterson and Mick Parkin. He rebounded successfully from this setback by dominating Hamdi Abdar-Wahab last June, showcasing his resilience and determination. However, his comeback momentum collapsed when authorities issued a devastating 30-month suspension after he tested positive for prohibited substances. A planned matchup with Walter Walker, sibling of light heavyweight contender Johnny Walker, was scrapped in October due to Usman's injury concerns. With over 2 years remaining on his suspension, the UFC decided against waiting for his eventual return. MMA Fighting confirmed Friday that UFC matchmakers severed ties with Usman during their recent roster reduction. The promotion simultaneously chose not to renew Jailton Almeida's contract following multiple lackluster octagon appearances. Meanwhile, Merab has extended an unusual gesture to Peter Yan, transitioning from fighter to jacuzzi entrepreneur. Capitalizing on his well-known fondness for hot tub relaxation, Merab offered to provide Yan with one of his jacuzzis to accelerate recovery from back surgery, hoping to expedite their anticipated rematch.
Fighting comes out again is, of course, what I'm after. Expecting any surprises? No. There's not going to be any surprises. I mean, that is the way he's going to fight, and if he tries anything different, it will be a terrible night. But we all know that. But he did what he had to win that belt. We can't hate on him for that. No, he did what he needed to do. It's the rules of the game, and he did it. So saying that, it's not fair, it is fair. He did what he had to do. Not how I would win my belt or would like to, but that's what he did. And now it's my responsibility to go and fix that, to stop him from doing that again and get him to fight my fight.
Dricus du Plessis remains hungry for redemption following his championship loss. DDP surrendered his title to Khamzat Chimaev during their epic August 2025 5-round war that left both fighters battered. 6 months removed from that heartbreaking defeat, du Plessis has voiced his determination to reclaim what he believes belongs to him. The former champion expressed confidence in his ability to neutralize Chimaev's wrestling threats and earn another shot at middleweight gold.
So, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird what the UFC did with Chimaev. You brought a guy in that fights once a year who's like Madonna, who probably gets how much money does that dictator give him on the table? Like, the guy doesn't need to fight, dude. He's best friends with a warlord. He's just going to sit on that belt and wait until they force him to fight. But yeah, now the middleweight division, man, like from a pure money perspective, you would make more money not fighting for the belt than you would fighting for the belt. Say Chimaev goes and fights Nasruddin in 6 months. Well, let's say Chimaev sprains his pinky like he normally does. Now he takes another year off. So it's like you're off for 2 years. The belt isn't even it's not even in my brain anymore. I don't even think about it. Like, I'll make significantly more money just fighting. You say, hey, you want to wait a year and a half and not fight, or just keep fighting and fighting good guys and maybe taking an L? I'll just go fight good guys, maybe take an L, and I'll triple my pay. I'd just say Fluffy beats me, and Fluffy want you for a title fight. Well, I mean, he's going to fight Nasruddin in probably, 6 months? Fights Nasruddin, say they have a hard fight, or even if they have an easy fight, he springs his pinky toe, he's out for another 8 months. So Fluffy, you're not fighting for a year and a half if you want to wait for that. And I'm sure you would, but it's me personally, I don't give a give me my paycheck. I want to go fight. Every fight, dude, the guy's I broke my hand. I have an x-ray. Want to see it? My shoulder is broken. It's every time this guy fights, he has a mysterious injury. It's just, why wait?
Sean Strickland has unleashed harsh criticism regarding the UFC's decision to award Khamzat Chimaev a title opportunity. Half a year has passed since Chimaev seized the undisputed middleweight championship, yet no concrete date exists for his inaugural defense. In a candid ESPN MMA interview before his clash with Anthony Hernandez, Strickland unleashed a scathing attack on Chimaev's prolonged absence from competition. He accused the champion of stalling the entire middleweight landscape through deliberate inactivity, and suggested Chimaev might be fabricating injury excuses to avoid defending his crown while maintaining his stranglehold on the division.
That'd be a big fight. I think that I think I'm probably the only one that could beat Chimaev. I honestly think Fluffy's a better wrestler than Chimaev. I think pace-wise, style-wise, I think over 5 rounds, Fluffy's probably a better, but then stand-up, I think Chimaev might take him to stand-up decision.
Strickland's interview contained additional bold proclamations about his standing within the middleweight hierarchy. He declared himself the sole fighter in the division capable of defeating Khamzat, and made the surprising assertion that Anthony Hernandez possesses superior wrestling skills compared to the current champion.
Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, who you got in that one? They're fighting March 7th.
I like Max.
You like Max?
Yeah, I was talking.
Fans want to see you on the White House card. Are you going to be on the White House card?
That was weird what I said, but yeah, the White House would be perfect.
You're the man, bro. Thank you.
Paulo Costa has revealed his fascinating motivation behind the move to light heavyweight competition. Costa is scheduled to face unbeaten prospect Azamat Murzakanov at UFC 327 in Miami on April 11th, representing a challenging test for the Brazilian's 205-pound aspirations. While his previous light heavyweight appearance resulted from a failed weight cut, this transition appears more strategic and deliberate. His coach Andre Penque disclosed that this represents Costa's ambitious pursuit of 2-division championship glory, rather than a permanent relocation. Speaking with MMA Fighting, Penque explained Costa's unwavering focus on capturing world championship gold within 12 months, describing his fighter's complete dedication to this goal. The coach revealed that the UFC presented Costa with an intriguing proposition. Victory over Murzakanov would earn him top 5 rankings in both divisions, allowing him to pursue title shots in either weight class. Penque emphasized Costa's desire to transcend mere victory and create lasting legacy through historical achievement. This calculated gamble reflects Costa's burning ambition to etch his name among the sport's elite 2-division champions. Nate Diaz recently issued what may be his first public apology following controversial comments about upcoming BMF title contenders. During a Clark and Loaded interview segment, Diaz initially stated he would slap Max Holloway when discussing the anticipated BMF championship bout between Holloway and Charles Oliveira. However, Diaz quickly moved to social media platform X to clarify his inflammatory remarks and offer a rare apology. He explained that his aggressive comments targeted Oliveira rather than Holloway, while acknowledging the inappropriate nature of his statement regardless of the intended recipient. Diaz wrote that his disrespectful language was unacceptable and expressed genuine remorse for his words, emphasizing his respect for both elite fighters despite his momentary lapse in judgment.
I'm from New York. I mean, you talk, you back it up. You. What are you going to do? Friday night. What are you going to punch me? We're fighters. Friday night. What are you going to do? I'm not going to. I'm not going to react to your little talk, just like I haven't last.
UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria's coaching team predicts a devastating early finish against Justin Gaethje when the two eventually collide. Head coach Javi Mendez possesses complete confidence in his fighter's knockout power and expects Topuria to demolish Gaethje before the opening round concludes. Mendez believes Gaethje lacks the durability to survive Topuria's initial explosive combinations and will crumble upon their first meaningful exchange. In his conversation with Alvaro Colmenero, Coach Mendez refused to specify exact timing but guaranteed a first-round knockout occurring during their initial significant striking sequence. He expressed absolute certainty that Topuria's power will overwhelm Gaethje regardless of the lightweight veteran's toughness or determination, predicting similar results to what befell Charles Oliveira. Mendez noted that Oliveira's attempt to pressure Topuria resulted in him finding himself on the canvas, and he expects identical outcomes if Gaethje employs similar tactics. The coach claims to have identified several exploitable flaws in Gaethje's approach that will prove costly if displayed during their potential showdown. Meanwhile, one of the strangest pre-fight confrontations recently unfolded when UFC heavyweight Vulcan Ozdemir engaged in a brief altercation with Zion Clark, the legless wrestler, ahead of their grappling exhibition at Karate Combat Friday. The obviously choreographed confrontation appeared designed to manufacture interest and boost viewership for the unique matchup between the professional fighter and inspirational athlete.
The UFC asked Tom Aspinall to vacate the title until he was ready to go. And he said he'd be willing to vacate the title as long as they released him. Now, that opens the door so he can go ahead and box. This is a really weird situation. The heavyweight division is just a total show right now. And it's been a shit show since the John Jones coming in, not wanting to fight, the interim champion, which was Tom Aspinall at the time, and then fighting Stipe. No disrespect to Stipe, but it was just, John had something in mind, and the UFC didn't squash that. They allowed that fight to happen, and it just led into this thing where the heavyweight division's been on hold since the John Jones debacle, I guess you would call it. Bottom line is, Jaden Almeida is gone. Okay, they just released him. Tom Aspinall, if he is gone, John Jones doesn't seem like he's coming back, especially not to the heavyweight division. We have a mess. We have a disaster on our hands. The heavyweight division and the 205-pound division, the light heavyweight division, both weight classes are the worst that they've ever been. And these used to be the pillars. This used to be what would carry the promotion. When the merger of Strikeforce and the UFC happened, the heavyweight division was the strongest it had ever been. And the light heavyweight division, honestly, UFC was built off of the light heavyweight division. This is wild to me, man. The 135, 145, 155, and 170 right now are carrying the sport of MMA and definitely carrying the UFC.
Uriah Hall also participated in promotional theatrics, getting into a staged altercation with his opponent Jaden Yenko ahead of their scheduled bout on the same card. The ongoing tension between Tom Aspinall and UFC leadership shows no signs of resolution as complications continue mounting. Aspinall recently underwent additional surgical procedures on both eyes, creating further delays for his anticipated octagon return. Speculation immediately surfaced regarding potential title stripping if the interim champion remains unable to compete in the near future. Former UFC veteran Josh Thompson revealed explosive details suggesting the promotion directly requested Aspinall relinquish his championship, while Aspinall countered by demanding his complete release from the organization. Multiple reports indicate dramatic heavyweight division restructuring may be imminent. MMA reporter Ruben Carter claims John Jones and Alex Pereira are being positioned for an undisputed heavyweight title clash at a rumored UFC White House event. Carter followed up by reporting that Aspinall has not only vacated his interim title, but has been removed from the UFC roster through mutual agreement. According to these reports, Aspinall agreed to relinquish his championship only in exchange for contractual freedom to pursue boxing opportunities. Carter also suggested Pereira will abandon his light heavyweight throne, with Jiri Prochaska and Carlos Ulberg competing for the vacant 205-pound title at UFC 327 in Miami. Pereira seemingly validated these rumors through social media, posting an Instagram caption reading, 1, 2, 3, and go, likely referencing potential three-division championship success. Having already captured titles at middleweight and light heavyweight, Pereira appears ready to chase heavyweight gold and cement his legacy among combat sports' most versatile champions. Here are the internet's top 3 memes currently circulating. The third-place meme was shared by Actual Tradition, showcasing their signature comedic style. Taking the runner-up position. This clever meme originated from Super Sharp Art, demonstrating their creative visual humor. Claiming the top spot, this hilarious meme was crafted and posted by Intelligent Tier, earning widespread recognition and engagement across social media platforms.